Mills. We're not in high school, Puff Daddy. And everyone thinks that they're so much more gangster, like they got me in some way. Ain't none of y'all more gangster than God, and God got.
Kanye West has never been one to hold back his opinions, and even before the allegations against Diddy, he frequently spoke about his complicated relationship with the music mogul. On one occasion, the two hip-hop icons had a conversation that unsettled Kanye to the point where he felt compelled to share it publicly. During this exchange, Kanye declared a sort of war on Diddy after Puff requested a face-to-face meeting to discuss Kanye's controversial social media post, where he criticized the Black Lives Matter movement, calling it the beacon of the Black community. Diddy felt that Kanye was going too far, leading to a phone conversation between the two that ultimately seemed to go nowhere.
As far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who, cause you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you got talk is cause you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, cause part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Kanye West has suggested that Diddy, the founder of Bad Boy Records, may be a federal informant. After the allegations against Diddy surfaced, Kanye didn't hold back, claiming that the Bad Boy boss had made deals with federal agencies, which kept him out of prison. According to Kanye, Diddy's role involved gathering information on celebrities, something he seemingly carried out through his infamous parties, where strange and unsettling activities often took place. These claims only fueled the theory that Diddy had managed to evade legal trouble for so long. Kanye speculated that Diddy might have struck a deal with authorities, providing compromising information on other individuals in exchange for avoiding prison time. However, it seems that Diddy's luck may have run out. At 54 years old, Diddy has been a prominent figure in the rap industry for over 3 decades, ever since founding Bad Boy Records in 1993. The charges against him, which include racketeering, sex trafficking, and conspiracy, are serious. Yet, Diddy has consistently pleaded not guilty, with strong backing from his attorney, who has vowed to fight for his innocence. The attorney stated that nothing presented by the government would change their stance, emphasizing that Diddy is determined to clear his name, and they will stand by him as he does so.
Black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying? We are Jew. So cool down. Until you do your facts, until you really do the facts with the fake indoctrination that y'all put into the schools and all that, you know what I'm saying? We're not following y'all rules.
I mean, just like calling death con on Jews, and that's like, do you take back any of that sort of more extreme stuff?
You know what? For all the kids that love me, all the Jewish kids that love me, I'm sorry if y'all had to hear a grown-up conversation with us screaming at each other. But we got to a point where something needed to happen. Something needed to be said. Somebody needed to say something. Now, if you're in an argument with somebody, you're not gonna say everything the right way. But it got to a point where y'all ain't gonna just keep running, start calling me bizarre and impressed for all these years. I got to a point, how many more times y'all gonna call me crazy? How many more times y'all gonna give me fake medication that makes me fat off of a misdiagnosis when I'm really have slight signs of autism from the car accident? But then y'all gave me, you say whatever, just give them that bipolar medication. Y'all try to kill the superheroes. But we here, we alive.
Kanye asserted that, despite his immense success in the industry, he could not be controlled in the same way that they had control over his close friends, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
You can't scare you, they can't control you, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
you see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody, so let's get on the phone, let's talk who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm Christian too.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right? Had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important than thinking in life.
That's the thing. Said it's Jewish people that did.
Kanye's statements about Diddy were hard to dismiss, especially considering Diddy and Jay-Z's long-standing friendship and business partnership. The charges that were dropped against Diddy brought even more attention to his relationship with Jay-Z, who has remained notably silent since the news broke. This silence hasn't gone unnoticed, and many view it as an implicit acknowledgement of the truth behind Kanye's revelations. Kanye wasn't the only one to call out Jay-Z in light of the allegations against Diddy. Rapper 50 Cent has also been vocal, mocking Jay-Z for seeming to distance himself from the scandal. He suggested that Jay-Z might be distancing himself to avoid any association with the drama, especially given his own controversial past. Jay-Z has never been without his share of scandals, from his early days as a rapper from Brooklyn to his rise to fame and fortune. He has always maintained a tough exterior, unbothered by the allegations that have followed him. Reports have even claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy had a falling out years ago, with their relationship becoming strained. Now, people are questioning whether the past allegations against Jay-Z are true, and if so, whether he may have played a role in helping Diddy with some of his alleged crimes. Jay-Z has faced accusations of financial manipulation and physical violence, but his vast fan base continues to support him, including his wife, Beyoncé. However, no one has been able to fully clear Jay-Z of suspicion, leaving room for speculation about the truth. One theory is that Jay-Z may have even played a part in setting Diddy up for his arrest. This suspicion was fueled by a podcast where 50 Cent recounted a strange conversation he had with Diddy. According to 50, Puff's energy made him uncomfortable, particularly when Diddy asked him if he wanted to go shopping. 50 found this request odd, something more suited to a woman, and it made him uneasy around Diddy ever since. Kanye, who was once close to Diddy, also hinted at being disappointed in both Diddy and Jay-Z for their controlling behavior. One of the biggest controversies involving Jay-Z was his alleged role in the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show. 50 Cent claimed that he was added to the lineup as a surprise guest, but suggested that Jay-Z almost excluded him from the performance altogether, sparking further tension between the two.
In the ad,
Right.
because of look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I with him, because like with Nori he had communication. He said, yeah, I talked to the big homie. He said, Jay, he was telling me, right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, because I start looking, I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? So you image yourself after a gay painter. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
So
this.
now look, what I'm saying to you is, look, when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, their art, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy,
Yeah.
the whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself.
J50 Cent has long ridiculed Jay-Z, and earlier this year, he took to social media to mock the rapper. He posted an unflattering picture of Jay-Z with the caption suggesting that the Roc Nation boss was laying low to avoid the growing legal issues surrounding Diddy. At the time, Roc Nation had canceled its annual brunch during Grammy Week, and 50 Cent believed the cancellation was a calculated move to allow Jay-Z to keep a low profile while the spotlight was on Diddy. Diddy, on the other hand, has never seemed to shy away from his persona, even as his legal troubles mount. His controversial behavior has made him a lightning rod in the entertainment industry, and now his legal battles are set to be covered in an upcoming Netflix documentary produced by 50 Cent. 50 Cent believes he's the best person to accurately tell Diddy's story, given his first-hand experience with Diddy's alleged abusive behavior. Unlike many other big-name rappers, 50 Cent has shown little concern about Diddy's legal woes and has been openly vocal about them. He argues that while many of Diddy's actions have been swept under the rug, the truth will inevitably come out, and when it does, people will turn against him. While Diddy has appeared in court and defended himself against the allegations, Jay-Z and his wife, Beyoncé, have remained silent. This silence only seems to support the theory that Jay-Z might have been involved in some of the same business dealings that Diddy has been accused of, even before their fallout. Beyoncé has also not been immune from criticism, with some suggesting that she's been used as a pawn by the men in her life to achieve their own agendas. This perspective has been highlighted by Jaguar Wright, who claims that the media's focus on Diddy might be a distraction from Jay-Z's potential involvement in the issues surrounding him. In an interview with Piers Morgan, Wright accused both Diddy and Jay-Z of being monsters, and called out Jay-Z for his failure to address the allegations. Wright stated that for years she has been speaking out not just against Diddy, but also against Jay-Z, accusing both men of creating victim-making machines. When Morgan asked why Jay-Z hadn't spoken out, Wright suggested that Jay-Z is notorious for starting small fires and letting others carry the burden, all while avoiding responsibility. She asserted that Jay-Z can no longer remain silent and must respond. Wright further compared Diddy to notorious figures like Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and R. Kelly, implying that they all share a pattern of behavior that Jay-Z, too, may have been involved in.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
That
it.
belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't number the employee.
Oh.
And half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these
I
things.
know nobody would have accepted that bitch.
I think she's.
She wouldn't kill the girl cats.
Okay.
The girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. And she was trained at the Berkeley, esteemed. Look at my isn't he? Can you imagine if these told the truth about their relationships? I want you to meet my husband. He a Would you like to come over? I'll make cookies.
Now, Jack, you know.
That's what these is doing. Hey, young man, come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this. Really? You stand on red carpets with the and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who wants that? Who's jealous of that? Bunch of wet too afraid to find a real man and real love. So you marry a get for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he get a bunch of kids. I don't feel sorry for none of you, bitch. Don't y'all sit around writing your books, telling your sob stories. Say babies with it. Look at Nicki Minaj. You got bitch and marrying level 3 sex.
Take on when we see a Killer Mike win 3 Grammys.
And get arrested immediately after because Jay-Z paid somebody up just so he couldn't have a good night. You can't quantify me. You can't even control your wife. You gonna handle a bitch like me. You can't even control that goofy bitch. You should have did a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Kathy. You ain't protecting you.
Rumors have circulated about Jay-Z, with some claiming that the total number of his victims could reach into the thousands, and that much of his success was supported by his wife, Beyoncé. Jaguar Wright has come forward, claiming that she was once a victim of Jay-Z and that she, along with countless others, is only now finding the strength to speak out after years of suffering under what she describes as the control of Raw C Nation. Wright suggested that the power couple was far more sinister than the public realized, and she claims to have ample evidence to support her accusations. Specifically, Wright alleges that Jay-Z and Beyoncé were skilled at keeping people against their will and engaging in disturbing behavior with unconscious individuals. She referenced the infamous AI photo, where she was reportedly unconscious on a plane, as an example of the type of exploitation she claims to have witnessed.